Hey, how's it going, everyone? Bainey here. It's been a while since my last video, so I thought I'd shoot one today about email autoresponders. If you don't know what an email autoresponder is, I'll just quickly show you. I'll give you a quick outline of what it is. When as digital marketers, when we place our ad on Facebook, most likely, or YouTube or Instagram, but Facebook at the moment, we instead of sending the person straight to the offer, whatever offer that might be, whether you're selling books or drones or dog products or whatever you're selling, we put the thing called a landing page here in the middle. And a landing page, if you don't know what one of those is just something like this. It's just a website where we can collect someone's email. So if they go, yes, I want your free PDF, they click the link, they enter in their email address, and they say, send me the guide. The email then goes into my email autoresponder, because a lot of people, when you show them the offer, they won't buy straight away. They just won't. So they need a few nudges, I suppose. You need to nudge them a few times to get them to buy. So what you do is you collect their email. Your email goes into an email autoresponder, and then you can just follow up with them every couple of days. Email them testimonials, discounts. You just keep smashing them with whatever you want to email them to get them to buy your product. And in this email autoresponder, what you can do is, once an email comes in there, you can have 4 or 5 or even 7 days. You can have 100 days of pre-written emails. So then email comes in there, and then every day for the next 7 or 8 days, they just get automatically emailed with one of those pre-written emails that you've done up. So it's all on autopilot. You've set the ad on Facebook. Since you do that, people click the ad, they go to your landing page, they give you their email, the email goes to the autoresponder. They might go and buy your offer straight away. If they do, awesome. If they don't, you can just keep following up with them every couple of days, see how they're going, ask them questions, just find out what's going on, stay in contact with them, stay in front of them. And the email autoresponder is what I'm going to show you how to set up today. So what I use a email autoresponder called GetResponse. So I'll show you how to set one up today, and I'll show you how to load some pre-written emails into them as well. Right, this is GetResponse. I tried to start a dummy account before so I could show you how to log in and start one from scratch, but it wouldn't allow me because they need a phone number to verify the account, and because my phone number is already in use with my other account, I couldn't do it. So it's pretty straightforward. Put your email address, make a password, say yes, try it for free for 30 days. They will send you an email that you have to click the link to confirm your email, and once you do that, you'll fill in more of your details, your name, address, your phone number. Then they'll text you to confirm your phone number, and then from there you should be good to go. But just for the pricing, you get the 30 days free, but for the pricing, here's your different packages. I would suggest just start on the $15 per month. Once you build up your list, you can always upgrade. There's no extra charges, any of that stuff. So, and that's all pretty basic stuff. You don't need a banded cart and all that, especially not for what we're doing anyway. Unless you've got an e-commerce store, then that might be handy, but you're probably using Shopify or something anyway if you've got an e-commerce store, so I wouldn't worry too much about it. So once you log in and you've got all your login details right, log into your account. And I'll just show you how to set a don't worry about that. Set a campaign up or a list. So contacts, create list, name it whatever you want to name it. Just call it Bainey's underscore test. So GetResponse doesn't let you do capitals. You can't have a list name that's the same as someone else's, so it has to be unique. So that should be unique. Yep. And there you go. That's one list. And what you can do now is you can start, when people opt into this page, say, their emails will start showing up in this list here. And I'll show you how to create a autoresponder. So just come up here to email marketing, go across to autoresponders. These are the ones I've already got pre-written out for some of my campaigns. So just create autoresponder. Autoresponders, the list of pre-written emails that get sent automatically to your potential customer. Welcome message. Welcome message. Once someone opts into your list, I'll opt into your page, they'll come into your list, and you want to send them a welcome message straight away. So to do that, you just do day 0, call it welcome message. I'll pick the list that I want to send this autoresponder to. So it'll be Bainey's test. Send it immediately, or you could with delay of an hour, 2 hours, 3 hours, blah, 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 blah. Immediately for a welcome message. What days you want it on? Every day usually. Create new email. This is all pretty basic. Welcome message. Welcome test message. And what email you want it coming from. See, with this, you want to set up, I'll show you how to do that in a second. You want to set up on your domain, which you should probably already have by now, a personalized email. You don't want it coming from your Hotmail or Gmail account, because spam filters will just take that. You know, we won't get through the spam filters anyway. So what you do, I'll just use one of my customized emails already, which is just Bainey at Bainey's Lifestyles Online. Change the reply to whatever you want them to reply to, which is Bainey at Bainey's Lifestyles Online, and just create the email. So you've got heaps of templates here. You can start from scratch, or you can just grab any of these. Depends what you're doing. There's thousands of different templates you can pick and change, and all these are interchangeable. All that, the headlines are changeable, the colors, the fonts, everything. Or once you start sending out emails, you'll have templates. So I've got a heap of different templates in here that I always use, but I've got a blank template here somewhere. Here it is. So I'll just use this. And this is just my standard email, this one. This is how it starts off. You just go, hey my friend, welcome to my autoresponder. That's good enough. To get all these here, actually I might show you from scratch. We'll get rid of this, get rid of this. I'll start. We'll start from scratch. And now you just create your email. So if you want text, you just grab the text box, drag it across, delete all this. Hey my friend. So there's heaps of different. It's just like Word really. You just change everything. There's different fonts, different sizes and boldness, italic, underline, strike through, blah 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 blah. Hey my friend, welcome to my autoresponder. That's good enough. And you can, like I said, you can change the color of it. Go red. Go red. Change the font. You can put a strike through it, a line under it. You can hyperlink it and link it to a website or whatever you want, a video, whatever you want. It's pretty it's just pretty much a basic email. If you want to add a picture, you just drag the little picture box down underneath it, and either upload a picture from your computer or use one you've preloaded. This is all pretty basic. This is just a standard email. Before you send it, you can come up here and you can test the spam score. This will be probably pretty high. It's not too bad. It's 2.4. One of the issues you might have, where is it? Body message only has text / HTML parts. To get that down, come right down at the bottom where it says plain text. Click it. HTML to plain. Click it. And that will just change it to plain text. And that should bring your spam score down to 1.3. You won't get that down until your email is grey listed, which doesn't really make a difference anyway. One of the other issues that you might have is the email. As long as you've got an email that's not Hotmail or Gmail, your score should be about 1.3. If it's getting sent from a Gmail or Hotmail, it's going to be up there around 3 to 5. It's going to say it's not going to be spam, but it's going to get called a spam. And then what you do before you go onto the next page, you just save it as a template, and then you'll have, over the months, you'll have hundreds and hundreds of templates, and then instead of rewriting an email when you want to send a quick one, you can just drag one of your old templates out and send it to new customers or buyers or whatever it might be. So that's pretty much that. Just hit next. Yeah, email saved. Bring it back here. Before you confirm it, just make sure it's on the right day, the right campaign, or the right list. That all these are set right, and then save and publish. And now your first autoresponder message should be set up. So you just go Bainey's test, and there's your autoresponder. So once you have 5 or 6 days here, you'll have about 10 emails there. Maybe they might get 2 emails a day for the first couple of days, and then you'll slow down to 1 email a day every day or every second day. But that's how you set up your autoresponder. Your next one is just a newsletter. A newsletter is just like a normal email. You just create the newsletter. It's for stuff when you've been emailing your list a fair bit and you've just learnt something new, a new product's come out, so you thought, instead of sending an autoresponder because they're pre-written already, you just jump on here and do a newsletter. It's the same as before. You just create a subject line, who it comes from, and create the email, and then send it to your list. I won't go through that again, but I'll show you how to add in your custom email. Come over here to manage account. Come over here to emails, and this is where you add your custom email. So if you've got a custom email, you just add it there, and that's as simple as that. It will ask you to, again, it will send an email to your custom email, and then you just confirm it, and that's as easy as that. You should be set now. I don't think there's anything else I need to go over. All this automation, this is getting pretty advanced, but I'll quickly give you a rundown of it. What you can do is, we'll go into one of mine, finish, we'll go to this one. What you can do, when you say you send them someone opts into your list, they get your first email to we'll use mine as an example. They get my first email is a PDF download. So here they opt in for my list. I get them to wait 10 minutes. I send them the welcome message with the PDF. If for some reason they don't open that, so I can go to if they open that, all good, don't send them another message. If they don't open that after 1 day, so you can add different timelines and different days and stuff like that. There's different rules. They get the second email, which is pretty much the same as the first email, but very, very basic, because if they didn't open this one, there's probably a fairly good chance that it went to the spam folder. So what I do is I just send a very basic second email, pretty much just telling them, if you're getting this email, it's because my first email went to the spam folder. Go and check your spam folder, get it out. If after a day or so they don't open that one, I send them a different email from a different email address that might get through for some reason. As you can tell, for the 413 people that have gone through this campaign, 27 of them still haven't got the email. So it was, if I wouldn't have sent them this second email here, 240 would have missed out on it. So it's always good to just keep smashing them with the emails until they open it. That's in another training, but that's pretty technical. If you want to know more about that, feel free to just message me and I'll make up a training for you, but you don't have to worry about that just quite yet. Something I did forget to show you before actually is when you first set up your list, there's a few settings you have to change to make sure everything's working correctly. Or you shouldn't have to change them now, you just got to make sure they're not changed. So there's the list we set up before. I'll just go across there to the dots, down the settings. Yep, name it, make sure this is fine. You can add description and titles if you want. Your address, you can take that off if you like, if you don't want your address at the bottom of the email. One of the important things is just make sure that these two are off. That's just double opt-in. What happens is if someone comes to this website, goes, yep, send me the guide, they'll go to your autoresponder, but then before they can start getting more emails from you, they'll have to get, it's called double opt-in. GetResponse will send them an email for them to confirm that they want to receive emails from you. But if for some reason that email goes to the spam folder and they never see it, they'll never get any emails from you ever. So you don't really want that. Most people have it off because it's just, if you're paying to get someone to click your ad, give them your email address, you want them to get your emails. If for some reason they don't see this email, then they don't get any of it, and it's just costing you money. So you've got to make sure those are off. Because you got these off, you don't have to worry about any of these. That's pretty much just the main two. Yeah, that's all pretty standard. That's just, this would be the message they got sent for that. But yeah, because these are off, you don't have to worry about it. So just make sure those are off. Send subscription notification. You can either turn that on or off. It's up to you. That is just, they'll email you to your personal email when someone gets added to your list. So yeah, someone gives you their email. You'll probably get, to start off with, you'll probably have that on because you want to see when people are opting in, but then you'll turn it off eventually because you'll get sick of it. So just save subscription settings now. And I think that's pretty much it. I can't think of anything else I need to show you. Yeah, wouldn't worry about all the webinars and every week. I'm gonna do a new video on. I'm gonna try and do a new video on something. Next week is going to be. I'm going to show you exactly step by step the process I go to when I when I do an ad on Facebook. So I'll show you the exact ad type, the way I set it up, the audience I target, the demographics I target, and the ad itself. So that will be very interesting. If you've never placed an ad on Facebook before, it's definitely worth watching. I'll be doing that sometime next week, so keep an eye out for that. And in the meantime, if you've got any questions about autoresponders or anything else for that matter, just shoot me a message and I'll get back to you. Thanks, guys.